and welcome to this series of expert talks on the child's social and emotional development by Dr. Geeta Pai. If you have not yet watched the part 1 of this session with Dr. Geeta, then don't forget to check it out. We have given the link in the description box below. The part 1 was a highly informative talk where Dr. Geeta touched upon how homeopathy treats patients and the emotional milestones in a kid's development. For the part 2, Dr. Geeta explains everything about the child temper tantrums and the childhood trauma and stress. So let's get straight to Dr. Geeta. Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, Geeta, now let's just talk about one of the most important aspects, right? The temper tantrums. I think everybody will be waiting for this particular question now. So, what exactly are temper tantrums? And the kids always develop a habit of also hitting and biting and all these stuff. So, why it happens, yeah, and how can it be managed?
This is again, we have to understand. If we understand the stages, if each mother or each parent, I would say, is trained for the stages, it's very easy to understand the child then, because everyone feels कि बहुत देना is a very good parenting, or या तो बहुत strict रहना is a very good parenting. It's not that way. You have to understand कौन से time पे क्या देना है. We should know what is the right time for everything. So temper tantrums generally, it's just a way of communication, I would say. And if you see on a positive note, okay, till the age of 2, generally if you will see, this is happening more up to the age of randomly 3. तब तक ये बच्चे बहुत करते हैं ये सब चीजें, mostly we have noticed. And mostly in the age of 2 and ahead, they will do these things more because they are just developing the skill of speaking, the communication. So as you know, the babies, they don't know anything except crying. So if they have to communicate anything to their mom, they will cry. So it's whether a pamper is wet, or they are hungry, or they want to sleep, or they are tired, everything, the reaction is crying. And that is the mode of communication. So they're trying to tell the parents, I'm okay, I want this, I want that, and everything. It's their language to talk. So basically till the age of 2, after the age of 2, when the language is still developing and the child wants to talk, so वो हर बार पूरी feelings नहीं बता पाएगा. Okay, he will not be able to express the way actually he is feeling. So if वो थोड़ा सा बीच में problem हो जाता है बोलने में ये, तो he may start throwing tantrums, फिर वो hitting करना, ये करना, expression का एक way उनका जरिया हो जाता है. And it's very normal till the age of 2 or 3. So we should take it, handle or manage it in a positive way. Try to understand what is his need, her need, and where probably is the gap, what he's trying to express and everything. So we have to feel the child more. But if it is happening in a negative way, like we see even the child parents complaining कि now he's throwing the tantrums for every small thing. ये चाहिए तो tantrum है and all that, and it becomes a difficult feeling. It's not a good feeling between the parent and child. Then you have to, and if it's beyond 3 years of age, okay, so you have to understand them. A school-going child, I don't think should throw tantrums. That is not normal. Till 3, it is normal. Fine, it's a way of communication. But 3 के बाद तो उनका develop हो रहा है सब कुछ, communication भी अच्छा हो रहा है. तो school-going child में अगर ये दिख रहा है आपको, pre-schooling में भी ठीक है, but school-going में दिखने लगा, so it's really alarming. Then you have to understand. Maybe your parenting is really more lenient, and the child is now understood that I can play around. So they are very smart, they're like litmus paper. They absorb everything from the environment.
Right.
So we are the one who are molding them. तो अगर टॉडलर या 3 साल का बच्चा कर रहा है तो ठीक है, बट प्री स्कूलिंग के एंड का या स्कूलिंग के कर रहा है, then we have to understand, we have to manage it in a positive way. If it's an elder child, I would say rather you have to tell them to just calm down and strictly go to your room because you're not doing the right thing. You have to do these things to understand. They need to sit, introspect, and know the discipline. But if it's for a smaller child, you have to positively manage, understand, and feel more, and then you will come to a conclusion what was the reason. But if it is in the elderly kids, then you have to manage in different way. Okay. You have to probably try to distract them with some activity, replacing their hobbies, or giving them some time, especially with story time or something like that, and understand them. And spend some time with them so you get to know the children. But if it is going beyond the proportion and the school going के beyond भी ये चल रहा है, school going age mein, then I think it's best to take the help of a homeopath who works on the whole method. That's a mind method,
Hmm.
and so that he understands the child's need emotionally as well as physically what's going wrong, and he finds exact constitution medicine for the child, and we can achieve a very good well-being and balance for the child. So this
Right,
is how we should know the temper tantrums.
right,
So there
right.
is a need reason behind it. वो
Hmm.
क्यों कर रहा है? Try to
Hmm.
understand the why behind it.
Hmm. Hmm. Right, right. Absolutely right, you are. And now, can
And
you? Yeah,
also one thing, if
yeah.
even the tantrums are for negative things, like
Hmm.
मुझे ये चाहिए नहीं तो मैं ये करूँगा, you have to strictly
Hmm.
refuse it. I've seen
Hmm.
parents even rewarding. That's very wrong. That
Hmm.
आप ये कर लो, आप चुप बैठ जाओ तो मैं आपको ये दिला दूंगी. So that's
हाँ,
very wrong.
even
That's
I
very
also
wrong.
do
So if you are
sometimes. It happens. Yeah.
no on the tantrums,
हाँ,
no. See, if you are
yeah.
encouraging them for
नहीं नहीं
something, then
हाँ
it's fine.
हाँ yeah. For some things I think it's fine because we have to make them do some things that they literally are refusing to do and that they are important. So for those things I try and balance the situations like कि
I'll tell
हाँ
you a
कर
very
लो.
good example. There was
Yeah.
a child with me
हाँ.
I had a beautiful case where this child, she used to get a lot of temper tantrums, lot of temper tantrums. Her parents were literally, you can say they were servant for her 24 by
Oh.
7. They were really treating, like they had to do it because she was otherwise shout and yell, and you will not believe, in the midnight until morning 3, 4 a.m. they used to press her legs. It was painful. So I wouldn't say that कि उनको पेन नहीं हो रहा था, but उनको रोज रात को 12 बजे के बाद पेन चालू होता था. And the mother used to, दबाते रहना रात भर. You have to press. So this was like it was taking a toll on their health as well. That the whole night you are awake, and there's no findings. Obviously they had tried everything, all the treatments and everything, and that is a very common thing because people try everything and then they end in homeopathy. So the same way they ended with me, and then I tried to understand what is the child's constitution, what is the need and everything. And we analyzed her constitution, and I gave her a remedy, Similimum we say, and beautiful results. The child, and she was not at all social outside. She was very antisocial. She was very throwing tantrums all the time. So now she's become an excellently social kid, going out, talking to people, and that pains and everything is gone. So the physical complaints have gone, as well as the child has developed socially.
Right. So nice to hear that. So now let's just throw. Can you please throw some light on like childhood stress and trauma part, how it can be avoided and taken care of? I think that's also an important aspect.
Yeah, that's very important, and many a times parents do fail to understand it or feel it. So basically, the trauma word, itself, it's like a severe injury, we can say, whether it's mental or physical. If you just take the word trauma, it's an injury. So, and it's very severe, and it's at the depth is a lot. So temper tantrums is a very superficial thing. वहाँ पे कुछ problem नहीं है इतना, but the trauma is really a sensitive thing to handle. And trauma in the childhood can be something very shocking, which is hit to the integrity of the child, so, or the sensibility of that child, or maybe respect of that child, the self-respect, something like that. So it can be naturally occurring as well, because it's suddenly kind of shock injury many a times. And shock in the sense you're not expecting it and it happens. So naturally, if you would see, there are the calamities, disasters, we see earthquakes, hurricanes, and everything, and the child goes through a trauma. Those are the natural, or accidents. They have seen a site of an accident, or you can say a medical trauma. If the child is often sick and you take them a lot to hospitals, and they have gone through various procedures, so that is also a trauma at times. Staying in a very bad neighborhood or bullying is also can be traumatic for child at times. And the very, very common trauma is basically, we all know, is physical or the sexual abuse. So these all things come under the trauma where the child's integrity is really hit. So definitely a sensible parent or a sensitive parent will understand it, should understand it. And what are the signs, there can be two variations to it. There can be the child either can become very angry or suddenly shouting, yelling, or self-destructive or destructive, or and this would be a sudden change. You would say कि मेरा बच्चा ऐसा नहीं था. So because the trauma is after an event, so there has to be some event which has happened and the child has changed. So the parents need, sometimes we in our lives are so busy or occupied, हम बोलते हैं कि नहीं ये बिगड़ रहा है, इसे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, or he's going in a wrong path, but we don't try to understand the why behind it. So there has to be some event after that. The parents are telling me certainly कि when they say मेरा बच्चा ऐसा नहीं था, so I immediately feel it कि okay, there has to be some event after this, the child has gone through this stage or something. And even the child can go to the other extreme depending on his nature. He can become very sad or gloomy, or he would stop doing the things which he was very interested in. उनको जो चीजें अच्छी लगती थी, suddenly they withdraw and they stop from it. They become antisocial. They will not go out. They will sit in the room and मुझे नहीं जाना है, मुझे नहीं करना है, या बस सोते रहना है. तो ये सब चीजें come under the traumatic signs you can say, या फिर उसके जो reason होते हैं उसके पीछे के, and then we have to find out the why behind it. How to handle it is, for parent I would say, you have to be more encouraging to the child, to say कि आप मेरे से बात करो. मतलब आपको एक encouraging mode में जाना चाहिए बच्चों के साथ, so that and encourage them to speak about it, and make sure that they get that complete safety. When they are speaking to us, we are going to be very secret, or we are going to be sensible, about their feelings, what they are feeling. It can be a small thing sometimes, for sensitive kids, which has really hit them badly.
feel कि जैसे मामूली चीज के लिए you are doing so and so thing, so these things can happen, but as a parent we have to understand
the sensibility of your child, and you need to address it in a very positive manner and come down to their level, become more friendly. And if you still feel that it's not working, you're not, there's something wrong, but you're not able to resolve the issue within you both, or even either of the parent is not able to solve, then you can definitely take a help of homeopath again, to understand what are the changes, and it is beautifully going to help them, because I had wonderful experiences treating the child with traumatic experiences, and they have completely 360-degree change after the homeopathy. Means you cannot imagine what homeopathy does to the person. It is not just treating the symptom, but it is enormously changing their lives. 360-degree change, and that only can be experienced. I cannot explain it. If you try it, you experience it, then you understand what it does. So I would request the parents who feel that they're not able to manage the kids, you can also definitely see a counselor, because counselor gives you an advice how to handle the child, and counselor is like a friend where you go and you share the problems. Parent will tell his set of problem, the child will tell his set of problem, and then they will come to a conclusion and they will sort the things out for you. But if there is a trauma and we have to correct that force of that person, or that child, or the deviation has to be corrected at the level of their vital force or the body running force, then the homeopathy is the best option in today's time to see the results with it.
Right.